So, hi friends, how are you doing today? So I had a question about a review of multiplication, and so I am on page 115 in our big math book. I wanted to show you some of, as you can see, some of this has been finished already. What I'm going to show you is how to remind you how to do the area model, and then also how to remind you how to use the copy and solve section down here. So this one has an answer on it. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. I'll slide it down. Okay, so as you can see here, first the person made a box, and then they took the number and they broke out the tens and the ones place. They did 10 plus 2 expanded form. And then they did 10 plus 2 expanded form over here. And then you take the two numbers and you multiply them together. So 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 20 is, or 10 times 2 is 20. 2 times 10 is 20, and 2 times 2 is 4. And then you add up the numbers. So to make let's check and see if this answer is correct. So what we're going to do is I'm going to, because I have 4 digits here, I'm going to make my box and create an X in there. And then I'm going to take my 31 and I'm going to turn it into 30 plus 1 on the top. And then I'm going to take my 24 and do 20 plus 4 on the side. Now remember, when we do math, we do units times units, units times tens, tens times units, tens times tens. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that. So first, units times units. So that's 4 times 1. That is 4. Then I'm going to do units times tens. So that is 4 times 30. So that I know that 4 times 3 is 12, and then I add a 0. Then I'm going to do 20 times 1, which is tens times units, and that's 20. And then I'm going to do tens times tens, and that's 20 times 30. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then I have 2 zeros, so I'm going to add them. Now I have to list out my partial products. So I have 600, 120, 20, and 4. If you notice, I made sure I lined up my places so that my hundreds, my tens, and my units are all lined up. And then I can add them together. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 6 plus 1 is 7. And that answer, boys and girls, is correct. Okay, so I hope that helps you with remembering how to do area model. Now, on the bottom of this, sometimes you will have numbers that are missing. So what you're going to do is I want you to remember that this is going to be tens times tens, tens times units, units times tens, and units times units. So when I look at this, I know 6 times 4 is 24. Now I have to do 4 times something is going to get me 280. So I'm going to ignore the 0, and I get 28. 4 times what equals 28? Oh, I know. That's 7. So then I put my 7 up top because I know 4 times 7 is 200. 4 times 70 would be 280. Now I'm going to do tens times units. So I have to think, I'm going to ignore my 0 and I'm going to look at the 1 and the 2. What times 6 is going to give me 12? I know. That's going to be 2. Oh, and I can check that because 10 times 10 is this one, and that is 7 times 2 equals 14, and then add 2 zeros. Now I can add the numbers together. Zeros plus 4 is 4. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Carry my 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. Bring down my 1. So my answer is 1,800. 424. I hope that helps you with this page.